What's up, guys? Today I really wanted to go over some of the common questions that I get asked in my comment sections in lives, because typically they're the same questions. The questions can change based on what's currently popular, who's doing what, and right now there are two in particular I can think of that are just flooding every comment section that I have. So let's dive into it. Before I start talking about CM Punk and Logan Paul, definitely hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications so that you are notified every time I release a new video. One of the questions that I get asked the most: how do I feel about Logan Paul winning the US title? How do I feel about Logan Paul being in WWE in general? The US Championship from Rey Mysterio at Crown Jewel. I myself am 31 years old. I grew up with Logan Paul. Logan Paul was popular on Vine when I was in college. I've known of him for a very long time. My earliest post-Vine memory of Logan Paul is the video. You know the video. You know the thumbnail. If you don't look it up, but it was controversial. It was controversial for the time. And I was really big into YouTube at the time. It was everywhere. There was such a sour taste in everyone's mouth after that about Logan Paul. I held on to that for a very long time. When Logan Paul entered the WWE, I was a little sour about it. I was a little unsure about it. I've known that Logan Paul is an entertainer through and through. If he's managed to stay relevant as long as he has, he knows what he's doing. He's a businessman. He has his hands in multiple different areas. I was unsure of his physical capability. I don't hate Logan Paul. Now, Rey Mysterio is an absolute legend within the WWE. I don't think anyone will contest that or argue with it. However, his US title reign, it wasn't necessarily exciting. Rey has been a champion before. He didn't quite have a real exciting rivalry going on now that Dominic is off doing whatever he's doing. Rey's a deadbeat dad. I didn't like the title on him. So I kind of need to answer this in parts. 1, how do I feel about Logan Paul having the US title? I love it. It's fresh. It's exciting. Someone like Logan Paul holding the title makes it feel important. He's on fire. He's new. There's a lot of avenues that they can take him and a lot of different things that he can do that make the title elevated and feel important. And if he's elevating the title and making it feel important, his next rivalry is going to be amazing. I'm hoping that the likes of someone like Shinsuke Nakamura or LA Knight, will go after the title once Logan has held it for a while. Something that people bring up a lot when I say this is that Logan is a part-timer though. Logan's not going to be around all the time with the title. Yet to be seen, he's literally had the title for a week. I don't think you can jump on the train automatically of being like, oh, well, he's not even going to be here. You don't know that. And even if he's not, I don't think that takes away from the title at all. Preference, personal preference. Secondly, Logan Paul is a bad person. How can you cheer for someone like Logan Paul? I don't know Logan Paul personally. I don't know how he treats people in his real life. I don't know what kind of person he really is. I've always approach the wrestling business and professional wrestlers from a strictly professional standpoint, where I pay attention to their in-ring ability, barely, but their in-ring ability, character, and how they speak on the microphone, and how they captivate an audience. Those are the things I care about when it comes to professional wrestling. Logan Paul checks all of those boxes. When it comes to who he is outside of the ring, I don't want to say I don't care, but it's not something that I focus a lot of attention on. If we're talking about Logan Paul circa YouTube era when he first started, all the controversial things that happened around that big video controversy he had, I am not a cancel culture advocate. I think certain people need to be canceled in the moment for certain things. But when it comes to Logan Paul, a lot of the things that people bring up that Logan Paul has done were 10 years ago. And if we don't allow people to grow, what the is the point of anything? People have to be allowed to grow. People have to be allowed to learn. I think that we should give Logan Paul that leadway. I do. I'm not saying you have to kiss the ground that he walks on, but I'm saying it wouldn't hurt to give him a chance. And I think that goes for really anybody that's ever made a mistake in their life. I think probably you've made mistakes. I've made mistakes. And as long as you accept that you've made a mistake and you move forward, I really think that that's what matters. And as far as I know, Logan Paul has apologized for that particular thing. I don't like to hold on to that. I'm going to move on. I'm going to enjoy the fact that he's an amazing in-ring talent. I'm going to enjoy the fact that I love listening to him on the microphone and that he can really captivate an audience. One thing that's constantly brought to my attention is how, oh, well, Logan Paul can bring a different audience in. People can come watch. And do we really want Logan Paul's audience coming to the WWE? And I think that that's such an ignorant thing to say, that you're inferring that Logan Paul's audience is not the kind of audience you want professional wrestling to have. I just don't understand the mindset of that. I don't understand the thought process of that, because let's be honest, some of the people that are in the pro wrestling space already suck. The fans suck. They're mean. They argue with each other on Twitter. They talk badly to the talent on the internet. They're not respectful of the talent. Now, I'm not generalizing the entire pro wrestling fandom, but it's a lot of them. So I don't really think it's fair to be like, oh, well, Logan Paul's fans are going to come and ruin everything. You guys ruin everything on your own. The next question that I get asked very frequently: do I think CM Punk is going to be returning to the WWE? And I've been giving really short, quip answers to that. I've just said, I don't work for WWE. I don't know. I have never worked backstage with CM Punk. I am not friends with CM Punk. I'm not friends with anybody that knows CM Punk. Do you see the pattern I'm going with here with both of these? I have zero interest trying to analyze things that are happening that would make me think that CM Punk is coming to the WWE. Thus far, nothing has really happened that makes me think that that's happening. And I'm at the point where I'm just feeling, if it does happen, cool. If it doesn't happen, cool. I don't work for WWE, and I think it's funny that some people will analyze it to the point where they make it seem like they do and that they know for sure, like, oh yeah, if CM Punk's returning and it's gonna be at Survivor Series, or oh, CM Punk's returning and it's gonna be at Royal Rumble, as if you know, and you don't. Like, nobody actually really knows unless he's told you himself. I've never concerned myself with the backstage drama. I've never concerned myself with anything that happened at AEW post media scrum debacle. That's never been the content I wanted to make. That's never the kind of stuff that I wanted to talk about. Whatever decision is made, it's between WWE and CM Punk and the people that are going to have to work with him, and I am not one of those people. From a strictly fan standpoint, CM Punk on WWE television would be entertaining. There's a lot of avenues and areas for them to explore. I think it would be really cool, but it's if he wants to do it. It's if it would be overshadowed with dirt sheet drama. There's a lot to unpack with it, and I simply don't want to. Part of this is going to be me real with you for a minute, but I've had so much going on in my mind, in my life, juggling so many different things, that the last thing I have space in my mind for is fantasy booking or guessing what someone's going to do or guessing really anything. At this stage in what I'm doing, I don't think it's fun to do that. I don't want to look towards the future too much. I don't want to be guessing everything too much. I think it's why I get so upset when parts of shows are ruined for me due to, Twitter leaks or dirt sheets or things like that, because I'm at this point where I just want to watch the show in real time, be entertained by it, like it, talk about it, and share my passion for it with other people. That's not to say that if I'm actually given a real clue in a show that alludes to something that's going to happen, that I'm not going to jump on that. But when people are asking me, who do you think is going to win the main event of WrestleMania 40? I'm like, first of all, dog, we're not even there yet. I think we've gotten so wrapped up in guessing the next best thing or then guessing the next thing that we're not even focusing on what's happening now. We're never satisfied by anything because we're always worrying or guessing what's going to happen next. And I'm tired. I'm tired of wondering. I'm tired of thinking. Another great example is Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill was introduced into the WWE and she's amazing. She's a star. She's going to be great at anything she does and wherever they place her. But I haven't been given a really good clue as to what exactly she's going to be doing yet. I'm fine with really anything. And I'm not going to overly critique wherever she ends up also. I just don't have the energy. It's okay to just consume, talk about, and enjoy, but I don't have much energy for anything beyond that. So this is the format of things that you're going to be seeing from now on. I'm going to talk about things that are actually happening. I'm not going to be doing prediction videos. I'm not going to be looking to make content talking about what's happening at WrestleMania 40. Let's give the flowers to the people that are doing what they're doing now, and we'll worry about what's happening later on later. Thanks for watching my video today. Have a great one.